Diary entry number 1. I've decided to record my thoughts, my experiences, what's on my mind and whatnot, especially with all of the recent catches I've been having. Such fun catches indeed. The most recent one was a young woman who was quite gullible, foolish. Nevertheless, she seemed to be one of those types who just loved a fairy tale ending. She was looking for her Prince Charming, knight in shining armor, someone who could sweep her off her feet with his charm, good looks, but also a vulnerable side, a sweet, caring, honest side, someone with a cruel upbringing, but a burning passion to seek true love elsewhere. Oh, I swear these impressionable women, with their $5 words and vocabularies, constantly crying on about trying to find someone true and down to earth. So easy to stick a knife in their back and just watch them flail around, unaware that they have been betrayed by the one they truly trusted the most. But no, I did not give her such an quick and easy outing. I made sure to build up her trust before crushing it all with one fierce stomp. The woman in question, I met her at a nearby local pub. She seemed lonely, and clearly my certain attire, well, it attracted her attention. I thought it was only fair to introduce myself, offer her a drink, and get to talking with her. Thankfully, everyone in the pub knew not to mess with me. I think enough threats and bribes were enough to keep their lips shut. If anyone started poking around, investigating, they'd be punished severely. So, good thing they know what to do, wise indeed. Keep their noses out of things. My business, of course. And this is where I heard the story about this young woman. She was so desperate to meet someone that she could truly rely on, that she had been going through horrible relationships that ended sourly, ended badly, in misunderstandings and her running away. And that's when I poured on her my fabricated sob story. Oh, my family were abusive as well. I tried to escape. They wanted me to marry a cold-hearted, callous woman from another rich family. But I didn't want that. I ran off into the night with whatever savings and fortunes I could hold on to, hoping that one day, once I purchased myself a lovely manor house, I could set off and find my true princess, my true love, and that perhaps someone like her could enter my life. I laid on the flirting and the charm ever so heavily. Clearly she was swept up. I decided to keep visiting her day after day for at least a week at that same establishment. By then, she was hooked. In my grasp, like putty in my hands. I took her back to my home. We had a lovely night together. Many lovely nights indeed. That lasted a good while, at least another week, but, well, that was of course the point where I was getting bored of all the lavish meals, the witty conversations, the dancing, watching the night lights, all of that romantic nonsense. Okay, I admit it was fun while it lasted, keeping up the facade, but vain women like that, always with those fairy tale sorts of ideas and whatnot, it gets boring rather quickly. That's when I invited her to my dungeon, took her down there. Thought she'd be a bit surprised by what she found, and she was. She didn't seem to think, though, that all of these medieval torture devices I had were, well, freshly in use. She thought they were antiques. But a bottle of anesthetic later, and she found herself on my rack. It was tempting to have her just pulled apart in one go, keep spinning the wheel while she screamed. But I decided to lean off of that just a bit. Okay, I did stretch her a little bit, and her screams were music to my ears. Oh, I am so glad I recorded those. Such delicious, wonderful screams. But I didn't stop there. No. I took things a little bit further. I thought I could do a bit of DIY surgery, see all the lovely, juicy parts inside her chest beating away. Ooh, that tender heart, that grisly-looking kidney, greasy lungs, how I wanted to just stick my hands inside, pulled them out, and just juggled them in front of her face while she screamed and died with a horrific look on her. Ah, no. A missed opportunity, I could say, but I wanted to take things further. And I did. Ah, those lovely little devices that snap the fingers, the tighter you spin them. So fun, the cracking. Oh, so gratifying. It sounds like victory. And that bottle of acid that I poured all over her feet, and she just writhed and screamed, begging, "Why would you do this? Why?" She screamed in my ears, and I just couldn't stop laughing. Oh, goodness me, what an experience that was. But I suppose I pushed her a little bit too far. Eventually she bled out. I thought she would have been tougher. I thought she would have at least tried to fight a little bit and wriggle around some more, but it seems she couldn't take too many needles right across her face. Suppose she couldn't live with that left eye of hers. That needle must have gone a bit too far inside. Tickled that small brain. I'm surprised I even hit it, to be honest. Nevertheless, I shall round off my recording here and say it was a most pleasant 2 weeks knowing poor old Jennifer. Sorry, my dear, I guess this wasn't the fairy tale ending you wished for. But I thank you once again for coming to my abode. All of those fun, intimate nights we had. The lovely meals and the chats, watching the stars at night, the ballroom dances, the lavish dresses. I loved feeding your dreams and desires. But what I loved even more was tearing it all down, all in an instant, ripping it all apart like wrapping paper, showing you my true evil self. Oh, that is sweeter than any imported wine I could possibly have. So delicious. This is going to be a kill I am going to relish for years to come. Oh, yes. What an honor it was killing you, poor dear Jennifer. Glad to have you and another Polaroid photo for my collection. Such a beautiful, horrified stare in your face.